Tonight on OC News, a new House Speaker secures possession of the gavel 3 weeks after the ousting of Kevin McCarthy.
Plus, Ducks Night is coming for the Titan community.
And lastly, stick around for a rundown of the best Halloween movies.
Coming up on OC News.
This just now in tech news, the first responder on police.
There's been a lot of collaborative efforts over the years.
Blessed to be here in Fullerton.
Brought to you by the broadcast journalism students
at Cal State Fullerton. OC News starts right now.
Welcome to OC News. I'm Eliana Escalante.
And I'm Olivia Morales. Thank you for joining us this evening. Representative Mike Johnson of Louisiana was given the Speaker's gavel after a unanimous vote on Wednesday. The House GOP conference selected Johnson as their fourth Speaker nominee 3 weeks after ousting Speaker Kevin McCarthy on Tuesday night. The secret ballot vote called upon Johnson after Tom Emmer of Minnesota became the third nominee to drop out of the race after it was unlikely he would receive the 217 votes needed. Of the 221 Republicans in the House, Johnson received 220 votes, the one missing being Republican Derek Van Orden, who was absent. Johnson assumed Speaker of the House duties after being a vocal supporter of former President Donald Trump. The pressure on the House continues to intensify as the November funding deadline approaches and international conflict continues to brew in the Middle East and Ukraine.
Next up, an event on campus covering breast cancer awareness. Here's Marcus Olmea with more about the walk to defeat the C.
This is Marcus Olmea with OC News. I'm here at the Defeat the C walk hosted by Human Resources here at Cal State Fullerton. And they are here walking to defeat the C.
Special. Last year I had no hair. I was not capable of even walking across the street. So to have done this was a really big deal for me, and to see the support of not only my own department but of the campus, it was really encouraging and it made me feel seen.
For breast cancer research, and today's story is about survivors. You can just see the energy here. Take a look at how many people are here. Cal State Fullerton PD and Human Resources and many other faculty came out to walk.
Bringing awareness towards our community, towards our students, the importance of breast cancer awareness, just as well as for our men, for Movember. So I think it's wonderful. Those that are battling with any type of cancer, I hope that I am a beacon of light for you, that you do know that you can make it.
We just experienced an event called Defeat the C, where Cal State employees and family walked around campus and supported those who have breast cancer and those who have survived breast cancer. My name is Marcus Olmea with OC News. Back to you in the studio.
That's a good motto, defeat the C. Anyway, with no end in sight, the death toll continues to rise in the war between Hamas and Israel. It has now been 3 weeks since the start of the Israeli-Hamas war. Hamas has released 2 elderly hostages with the death toll topping 5,000 people. The release accounts for the 4th freed hostage. The U.S. pushed back to a ceasefire call from a United Nations Council debate on the war. The U.S. vetoed any type of resolution that would put a pause on the fighting and was backed by 12 other members of the council.
An Alaskan Airlines pilot with 22 years in the cockpit pleads not guilty to 83 counts of attempted murder after trying to shut down the California-bound plane's engines mid-flight on Sunday. The Washington to California flight departed to Portland after 44-year-old off-duty pilot Joseph Emerson attempted to shut off fuel on engines at 31,000 feet. Emerson admitted to police that he thought he was dreaming after taking magic mushrooms 48 hours before the flight, according to state court records. The on-duty pilot and first officer took control of the situation by removing Emerson from the cockpit without causing passengers to panic. Emerson told responding officers he had been depressed for 6 months, even though he completed his FAA medical exam last month. He is being held without bail out at the Multnomah County Jail in Oregon.
Coming up on OC News, CSUF Ducks Night is back. Reporter John Rodriguez will be live from Honda Center to tell you all the details.
Plus, don't look under the bed to Hocus Pocus. Our entertainment anchor Joshua will be sharing the top Halloween movies, all this and more after the brief commercial break.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Worried about your friend, but don't know how to reach out?
You could say, how are you, or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR, it's all good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should.
Whatever gets you talking. Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Whatever gets you talking. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
The U.S. Center for Disease Control is forecasting a harsh fall and winter season as respiratory viruses are starting to rise in the U.S. While virus levels overall are currently relatively low, the CDC is warning of a threatening respiratory virus season. At the peak, the CDC predicts that there will be between 15 and 25 new weekly hospitalizations for every 100,000 people in the country. The breakdown has COVID-19 making up half of the admittance, while flu and RSV combine for the other 50%. Health officials urge people 6 months and older to protect themselves with updated flu and COVID shots. People vulnerable to severe diseases are also advised to get an RSV vaccine. Their message: wash your hands, mask up, and stay home if you're sick.
Well, we're finally getting that cooler weather we've all been waiting for all spooky season long. So you might want to go grab yourself a warm pumpkin spice latte this weekend. Our very own Dakota Penny has the latest on our weather report.
Thank you, Elion. Let's get right to it. The spooky weather is coming just in time for Halloween, which is only a couple days away. To start off, currently in Fullerton, it is cloudy with a high of 70 degrees and a low this evening of 61 degrees. There is a slight breeze at 6 miles an hour, so if you are going out this evening, don't forget a sweater. The humidity is at 64%. We saw the sun rise this morning at 6:58 a.m. and can expect the sun to set at 6:06 p.m. Now, let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. Yesterday was a pretty sunny day and was the hottest of the week at a high of 82 degrees. We saw those temperatures drop last night with a low of 52 degrees. Today, the weather is the coldest that we will see all week. Today has been cloudy with a high of 70 and a low of 61. Thursday, we will see a slight increase in temperature with a high of 73, but in the evening it will drop back down to 60 degrees. Moving into this weekend, Friday is partly cloudy with the same high temperature, but at night it will drop to a chilly low of 56. Lastly, this upcoming Saturday, we can expect a bit more sun with a high of 73 and a low of 55. That is all I have for you this week. Have a happy Halloween. Back to you, Olivia.
CSUF Ducks Night is back. Join the Titan family for the annual Cal State Fullerton Night at the Honda Center. Reporter John Rodriguez is live from the Honda Center with the full details. John?
Hey guys, we are live in front of the Honda Center, home of the Anaheim Ducks, where they will be hosting Cal State Fullerton Night on December 2nd. Listen to what some students have to say about the night.
My close friend, he introduced me to the Ducks, and ever since then, I've been a huge Ducks fan.
My other sports teams weren't cutting it. The Padres, just, I don't want to talk about them. The Chargers, high hopes again, and, they suck too. And so I said, what's the next sport up? And said, all right, NHL season just started. Go Ducks. It's actually pretty cool. I don't think many other professional sports teams do that. I know the Angels do it, but I think that's really just in kind of our area, and Fullerton itself is kind of the only team that does that. I don't know if anyone else does it, but I still think it's actually pretty cool, and actually try to get the students to go and be more involved with the sports and have a night where maybe we get like discounted tickets and special gear showing up and special raffles. I mean, us being so close, I mean, it only makes sense, and it's actually a pretty cool experience to go.
I'm supporting technically both. I think it's cool, and I love the little things that they give out. Like this year it's that scarf, and it's like the front is the Cal State Fullerton, the back is the Duck. So I really like it. I think it's cool.
Let me check. All right, fellow Titans, be sure to bring some rally towels on December 2nd to help cheer on the Anaheim Ducks. This has been John T. Rodriguez with OC News. Back to you guys in the studio.
Time to get your popcorn ready because the Fall Classic is officially set and the NBA season is back. Our very own Kasra Nazrati has the details you need to know on that, plus the latest on our very own men's soccer team and the successful season they're having. Take it to the house, Kasra.
Thanks, Elian. The sports world is heating up. We got a battle for the #1 soccer seed in the Big West. The World Series matchup clinched and Lakers basketball starting? Let's jump into it. Starting with the Cal State Fullerton soccer team, the boys had a chance to clinch the #1 seed going into the Big West tournament, but stumbled to San Luis Obispo. Despite being the best attacking squad in the conference, with an average of almost 2 goals a night, they were only able to get 3 shots on target in a disappointing 5-0 loss. The Titans will need to bounce back quickly. Their final match of the regular season will be against second-place Santa Barbara. Winner takes all in a crucial match that will determine conference seedings. While on the subject of playoff seeding, we now know our World Series matchup. The Arizona Diamondbacks did the unthinkable and won back-to-back games at Citizens Bank Park to defeat the Phillies in 7 games. Corbin Carroll had 3 timely hits, which helped the Arizona Diamondbacks bring in 2 runs. It was a defensive slugfest throughout, but the Diamondbacks' bullpen came up huge. Brandon Pfaadt had a monster game as he threw 7 key strikeouts to help limit the Phillies. Game 1 between the Diamondbacks and the Rangers will be on Friday. As the World Series is about to begin, the LA Lakers just started their season. The Lakers visited the Denver Nuggets on opening night trying to avenge being swept in the playoffs last season. But after a strong opening in the first quarter, things got rocky quickly. Nikola Jokic was unstoppable throughout as he finished with a 29-point triple-double. Anthony Davis was going square to square though, at least in the first half. Having 17 points after 2 quarters, he would go scoreless for the remainder of the game. LeBron and the crew tried their best to combat the struggles, but the Lakers fell just short to the Nuggets. That is now 5 games that the Lakers have lost to the Nuggets. It just makes you wonder, do the Nuggets now have their number? Back to you, Elian.
We will be going on a brief commercial break, but right after, a Five Nights at Freddy's movie is expecting to collect millions over the weekend.
And be careful of those furry animals up in the mountains, as a mama bear and her cubs broke into a minivan. All the details coming up next on OC News.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Whether it's advice on managing your anxiety or tools to help you stay grounded, Coping-19 provides a range of resources and self-care tips to help you cope with this pandemic. We can help. Find the resources that work best for you at coping-19.org.
You'll be the first, Mia.
I got in. Dad, I got in.
You should know this one. Who knows it?
So how's it going in school?
Finish those before you go.
Management function that seeks to develop mutually beneficial relationships with all of our audience.
Hey, do you know what this word means? Empowerment? Authority or power given to someone to do something. E M P O W E R M E N T. T. Empowerment.
Are you interested in flaunting your random knowledge? Well, I recently visited a bar trivia night group that is growing throughout Orange County. Do you have useless knowledge piling up in your brain? Geeks Who Drink is the activity for you. These bar trivia events are PG-13 and span all across the United States. It also covers almost any topic one can think of.
Hocus Pocus 2 features a mid-credits rendition of The Witches Are Back, sung by Kathy Najimy, Sarah Jessica Parker, and the third of the Sanderson sisters, Bette Midler.
One of the newest locations in Orange County is at Selma's Chicago Pizzeria in Rancho Santa Margarita.
We have weekly quizzes. I think there's about 700 through the whole company throughout the entire nation. In Orange County, there's about a dozen, and this one is every Tuesday here at Selma's.
Throughout the night, free beer vouchers are randomly given out to teams. Even though guests are inebriated, they still have to follow the rules of no cheating and no blurting out the answers. The winning team at Selma's this week is called Fancy Cats Who Wear Tuxedos.
We barely lost last week, right?
The week before.
And the week before.
No, I think we won.
We won, yeah, the week before that. It's been a tight race to the top.
Make sure to visit geekswhodrink.com for upcoming events near you, as well as online quizzes.
With cooler temperatures on their way, spooky decor and seasonal treats hitting shelves earlier than usual, our entertainment anchor Joshua Potts has the best horror movies you can catch during Halloween.
Halloween is less than a week away, and besides the trick-or-treating, candy, dressing up, and parties, Halloween movies hold a special place to get you in the holiday spirit. So if you're looking for a horror or feel-good movie, check out Variety's 21 best Halloween movies ranked ever. It's a great list, and their list includes newer movies like Scream 6 from 2023 starring Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega, and some classics like E.T. with everyone's favorite alien. But their all-important top 5 includes Halloween 3 of Season Witch at Nightmare of Christmas at 4, Trick or Treat at 3, Hocus Pocus at 2, and the OG Halloween with Michael Myers at 1. Now, Variety's movie list is good, but if you really need a movie to watch this Halloween, make sure you check out OC News' 5 favorite Halloween movies to watch. It's a good one. And right here at number 5, we recommend E.T., the extraterrestrial, to give you some 80s nostalgia. At 4, we have Scream 6. It's a newer movie that revitalized the franchise, really. We have Hocus Pocus you can watch on Disney Classic on Disney Plus today, right now. Then at 3, we have The Nightmare Before Christmas. And lastly, the most recommended movie from the OC News studio is Halloween. You can watch the classic with Jamie Lee Curtis and Michael Myers on Amazon Prime today. Those are some great list of movies that you can really check out. But now, if you want a new movie to watch this Halloween, there's a popular horror video game heading to theaters this week. Rick Damagella has the story for us.
Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, where fantasy and fun come to life.
That is, unless you are the new night security guard trying to survive 5 nights at Freddy's.
We're going to have so much fun together.
The film is based on the popular video game franchise.
The fans were like first and foremost in our minds in terms of audience and wanting to make sure that this really landed for them. But we also wanted to make it a film that worked in its own right.
Have you met them yet?
Met who?
Foxy, Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy.
The murderous animatronics from the game were brought to vivid, scary life for the film.
We wanted them to be as practical and tactile as possible. And what was so great about that was, you know, the actor's ability to have like a completely, fully realized interaction with them. There wasn't much left to the imagination. So they were able in real time to, you know, have a live experience with them.
Ghost children possessing giant robots.
We built them with Jim Henson's Creature Shop, and the design process was intensive, and we were, of course, referencing the animatronic designs from the game, and then, you know, bringing them to life in a whole new three-dimensional way.
He's coming.
Watching with the lights on in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damagella.
Well, it's not the movie Cocaine Bear, but a bear family was found in rural North Carolina preparing for a family road trip. A mama bear and her cubs were found trapped in a family van in North Carolina. Local police arrived to the scene and were able to confirm that the bears were locked in. To free the family, police found a way to open the doors where bears left safely back into the wild.
Thank you for joining us tonight on OC News. Our next telecast comes to you next Wednesday at 4:30 p.m.
And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel on Titan TV. From all of us here at OC News, it was our pleasure bringing you the latest. Have a lovely night.